We begin with honoring Madeleine Albright, born Marie Jana Korbelová, who rose to become the first woman to serve as United States Secretary of State. Her life stands as a testament to the power of democracy, the importance of moral leadership, and the enduring influence of Czechoslovak values on the world stage. Madeleine's journey began in Prague, in a family shaped by diplomacy, scholarship, and moral clarity. Twice displaced by tyranny, first by Nazism, then by communism, her early life was marked by upheaval that could have hardened her heart. Instead, it sharpened her understanding of the world and deepened her commitment to the values that would define her life's work. She often said, "I'm an optimist who worries a lot." That blend of hope and vigilance, rooted in her Czech upbringing, became her compass as she rose to become the first woman to serve as the United States Secretary of State.
Mr. President, I am deeply honored by your decision to nominate me for Secretary of State.
In that role, she did not simply make history, she shaped it. Madeleine championed democracy at a moment when the world was redefining itself. She stood firmly against aggression and genocide. She helped guide NATO's expansion, ensuring that the nations of Central and Eastern Europe, including the land of her birth, would never again stand alone in the face of tyranny. She carried with her always the memory of what her family had endured and the responsibility of what her position allowed her to protect. And yet, for all her global influence, she never lost sight of her roots. She often spoke of her Czech childhood, of her father's diplomatic service, of the values instilled in her by a culture that prizes resilience, intellect, humor, and moral courage. She remained a lifelong advocate for the Czechoslovak freedom, identity, and partnership with the United States. She visited the museum. She encouraged its mission. She understood the power of memory and the danger of forgetting. Her story is, in many ways, the story of our community. Today, we induct Madeleine Albright into the National Czechoslovak Museum and Library Hall of Fame. We honor not only her achievements, but her example. We honor the refugee who became a diplomat, the scholar who became a stateswoman, the daughter of Czechoslovakia who became one of America's most influential voices for liberty. Secretary Albright once said, "There is a special place in hell for women who don't help other women." It was a line delivered with her trademark wit, but it reflected a deeper truth. She believed fiercely in lifting others, in opening doors, and using power not for oneself, but for the good of many. That belief is why her legacy endures. It is why her story belongs here, and it is why we are proud, deeply proud, to enshrine her in the Hall of Fame at the National Czechoslovak Museum and Library. May her life continue to inspire all who walk through our doors. May her courage remind us of our responsibility, and may her example guide future generations who seek to build a more just, more peaceful, and more hopeful world. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in honoring Madeleine Korbelová Albright, a daughter of Czechoslovak heritage, an American trailblazer, and now a permanent national story.
Thank you, Dr. Rokusek, the Excellencies, the board, for bestowing this honor upon my grandmother. I am not Madeleine Albright, I am David Bose, though that is easy to see. I wasn't sure what I was going to say this evening. I will speak for myself and hope that she shines through very slightly. I wasn't sure what to make of this trip when I got on the plane in Washington. My brain was full of conference calls and text messages and emails. And arriving here, I was sort of flooded with what she felt about her heritage, about being a refugee, about being Czech, about being an immigrant. I am a third-generation Czech immigrant, I suppose. I have tried to figure this out as I try to wrestle with what this heritage means for me. And that third generation is meaningful because 3 generations, 75 years, is about the amount of time that people forget. That oral histories are told less and less, and that the ties that bind us begin to fade. Organizations like this, like the NCSML, are the things that allow those stories to continue to thrive. It makes places like this unbelievably important. So thank you for continuing to remember, for honoring my grandmother. It is said that you die twice when you take your last breath, and when the last person says your name for the last time, thank you for continuing to say her name. Thank you very much.